So we have a part 2 of LSR Group 2, Round 9 here at the beautiful Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez Circuits. Let me go ahead and see if this will actually work this time. Actually, the lobby. Apologies for all of this, guys. Apologies. I am open to questions, chats. Everyone who is watching at the moment, have any questions for yours truly? Go ahead and ask away. Cause I don't really mind really. Cause coincidentally, this is my home race. So yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask away, boys. You go set myself to spectate. Jeez. Yet I still need to practice for this race tomorrow. Christ. Well, time to prove James. Like God, finally I'm back. You're anyways currently waiting at the moment for the race restart actually, cause settings were wrong, according to James. As let me do some shithousery. Honestly, quality was relatively close, especially with the top four. I must say early on, but yeah, it was a good qualifying session. Especially, actually, I lied, top six actually. Relatively with the mid to low 16s, but the rest of the field being into the 17s. Eight 18 out of 22 drivers in here. So, mm, currently just waiting on one more driver actually. See if I can invite. Wait, wrong menu. Played together actually. Yeah, should be in played together. Who do you think will win? Honestly, I have no clue. I say George. Just cause, I don't know. It's probably kinda bland. I'd prefer someone else different to win. Especially after roughly now 2 years without ultimate domination. I'd love to see them get their first win of the season actually. So hopefully Mercedes will get their first. This guy, bro, says he's joined the. There it is. Jesus Christ, finally. Finally, we have our 19th driver in. So, hopefully we'll be able to finally get underway, hopefully, within these next couple of seconds. Let me check these settings over really quick since I do host this. Flags, okay. Oh, think everything should be good now. Yeah, should be good. Finally, we're able to start the um the Mexican Grand Prix here for LSR Group 2 Round 9 here at the beautiful circuit in Mexico, located in Mexico City, that is named after a couple people, which I don't know who. Who do I support in F1? Um, maybe controversial, but I support Red Bull. My context, I've been watching F1 since 2018, but I've watched well, pretty much every single season from 2000 up until now, really, through F1 TV. Anyways, now hoping to get on the way finally. After that technical difficulties here. Hopefully, because I had GT World Series. As we're just waiting for players now. Waiting for players now. Damn, I sound a lot like Husky. Hopefully we'll be able to get on our way within this next minute or so. Part that sucks about commentating is you have to wait. So eager to commentate today's race. As 5 red lights come on, and it lights out, and away we go. And we're getting a really good start here. As JM already losing out on positions here. Already moving up into P2 at the moment. Looks like we'd be going 3 wide there in the background, actually. Someone hitting the wall there. Alexis already getting the 3-second time penalty. Cam dude already going up into P2. One of the McLaren's going a little bit wide there. HDR Diamonds there. Going a little bit wide there. Coming out of turn 2. That's a strategy here. Soft to medium or medium to hards. Envy already up into P7 at the moment. As look at there's an incident there. Visensky between the Red Bull and AlphaTauri of Visensky and Inchaladad. Now all of our drivers going through the S section. The S is here. Any fighting here? Really close train. As looks like Xiaomi looking for the move on HER Diamonds on the McLaren, sending it up the inside, hoping to get the move done, but does backs out at the last second. Sinking his nose in. Xiaomi will he get the move? No, he won't. Xiaomi really looking for that move there, as looks like Venki got a little bit wide, slightly there on exit, and Venki and Kendricks both overtake Xiaomi. The Alpha Tauri driver of Xiaomi. So already really big position changes here. As Electric Energy up 6 positions Same as well as Kendrick's up 6 positions as well. Our probably yeah, our biggest mover is Enchilada and Vicensky, all down, both down 4 positions. It looks like everyone's starting to calm down and go into their own rhythm now, actually. But Envy really sticking with Burke here through Sector 2 at the moment. Currently 6th, no. As Envy goes a little bit deep there into the chicane, has to cut the corner. Emmer sets the fastest lap of 1 minute 20.1 on those medium tires. Now Kendrick's looking for the move on HDR Diamonds, making his debut here today. Getting that slip here on the main straight here. Diamond's going defensive. Kendrick's wanting to make the move. Looking down the inside, but there looks like there wasn't enough space there for him to make the move. But Vacant wanted to make the move around the outside of Edge, but move not being able to be successful. Gets a little bit squeezed out wide there. So this midfield really battling for that sole point here. Really big train here. From looks like from P10 all the way down to P15 to where Vacant is currently. And if this train keeps fighting, it's going to allow the two Williams of James and Husky both making their return to LSR Group 2 Racing this weekend in the Williams to catch back up, and hopefully they can make some moves and hopefully get back into the top 10. Actually get into the top 10 for the first time. Now looking at our tire compounds, majority, the top 7 all on medium tires. Alexa is going on the hards, and 8 HDR Diamonds, Kendricks, Seabird, and Inchladad all on soft tires. And Alexis and James and Husky all on hards. Really looking out and really thinking about the long run here into this 36 lap race here at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez here in Mexico City. But look at he's starting to build up that train behind him. As Camden goes off the grass, and Dolig and Sneaky Rob both go up a position, both go up 1 position because of Camden going into the grass in the S's there in Sector 2. But Burke really closing in on Camden. So hopefully Burke will be able to overtake going onto this main straight here. Riding on board. Really gaining there actually. But will it be enough to send it up the inside into turn 1? No, it will not. But look up ahead. Dodaligo and Sneaky Rob both going wheel to wheel through turn 1 and 2. But Rob, really well racecraft from Sneaky Rob to defend his current podium position here. The leading Mercedes at the moment. And it looks like Kendrick's making a move on Alexis. Making a small amount of contact there. But Shahomi going through. And now fighting Kendrick's here for position. And Shahomi going through. So really risking it for a move in a train. That really just shows here in Mexico, if you risk it for a move in Sector 2. If you mess up in one corner, you really are going to get swallowed up here in Sector 2 as Jimbo. Really big battle here. Nearly going 3 wide. Edge. Nearly, looks like 4 or 5-way battle here actually. Seabird making the move on Vacant. But Vacant still going back ahead. As it looks like HDR Diamond looks like he has wing damage. Edge as well, so a lot of the drivers already having wing damage already early on. Running on board with Vacant. Will he send it? No, he will not. But really tight battle here at the back. Really close battling here near the end of the field here. So hopefully we'll be able to see more of this throughout the race within these remaining 30 laps or so. Now going through. Emmerich, our current race leader, as Electric Envy gets a 3-second time penalty. So our third driver to get a time penalty here today. Alexis is getting 6 seconds now. So now going to the field, like I said, Emmerich, our current leader at the moment. Now heading on to lap 7. Followed by JM, Dodolingo, Sneaky Rob, Cam Dude, Burke, Electric Envy. Xiaomi set to 20.094 for the fastest lap. Xiaomi coincidentally down in P8. Alexis P9 and Kendrick's up in P10. So a really big gap between the top 10, the bottom, the bottom, the bottom 9 to the top 10. Really big gap of 2.3 seconds. So if they're able to keep this gap up, it's really going to separate those who are going to be in the points and those who will not. As it looks like everyone's starting to settle into their own pace, but it looks like Dodolingo catching up to JM, really closing in here, as it looks like there's a battle going on back here. Vysensky going a little bit wide there. Enchilada that as well, going through up into P15. Vysensky really noticeable that he's really suffering in the S section of Sector 2. Husky behind Vysensky there at the moment. Now going back up to the front as Dodolingo making the move with the DRS off into P2 at the moment. So Dodolingo back up into P2. But JM and Sneaky, hopefully JM will be able to re-overtake Dodolingo for P2 at the moment. But Sneaky Rob reclosing in using the DRS, but still does not catch up. So it's really going to have to be sitting behind him for the rest of this lap. And hopefully he'll be able to re-overtake on the start-finish straight as Envy gets another 3-second time penalty. Let's go ahead and look at the penalties now. Correct, fastest lap is a 19.629 set by Edge, currently setting P17. But looks like it's really a battle near here now for the final podium position, as Rob really defending from Cam, and Cam will probably have to defend from Burke and the McLaren behind. Now onto the front straight. Let's go right on board with Cam, using his ERS. Has the DRS, but still not catching. Most likely running higher wings compared to Sneaky Rob. Now approaching turn 1. Going to keep this POV here. And it looks like Jam losing out onto the battle against Sneaky Rob, allowing Cam to go through. Cam nearly on the grass. Will he send it up the inside into Sector 2? Really fighting Sneaky Rob here in Sector 2. But Cam has decided to back off. So that fight between Sneaky Rob and JM really helped Cam to get through up into P4 in that Ferrari. As Yellow Flag Sector 2, one of the has, Electric Envy looks like he's lost it. Yeah, of the beginning of the S section. So that's another driver. Our first driver was actually lost it through the S section. So looking at the penalties now, Alexis was 6 seconds. Electric Enemy was 6 seconds, and Enchilada with 8 seconds. So really unfortunate drive for those drivers who currently have penalties at the moment. Now going through, looks like to be a five-way battle here for uh for this final podium position. It's probably gonna allow Dodolingo to increase his gap. Finally, the crew motor is finally installed. Might do that after this. As Emre already building that gap 1.7 seconds to Dodolingo. Emre, speaking of Emre, getting his first 3-second time penalty. So that gap will really be crucial for Emre if he's really going to want to take home this win here at the Mexican Grand Prix at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. Vacant as well getting a 3-second time penalty. So our fifth driver here to get a penalty. Our sixth driver, a Husky, getting a 3-second time penalty. So currently, six drivers with time penalties, really just purely because of track limits here. Will Camdu send it up the inside of Sneaky Rob? No, he won't. But it looks like Shahomi is sending on Burke and makes the move and completes the move. Shahomi up into P6. Really good move from Shahomi. And it looks like Electric Any has decided to retire. So our first retiree here of the Mexican Grand Prix being Electric Envy. Now going back to this battle here. A potential six-way battle potentially. If some of these drivers can catch back up, but from P9 all the way down to P12, I believe. Yeah, P12. A really tight battle here. James and Seabird going wheel to wheel. And James letting Seabird through into the same section. But if they work together, they could probably bridge this gap to Jimbo, currently on 10 lap old soft tires. As Cam Dude currently making the move on Sneaky Rob for a P3. And Cam Dude uh, parked it on the apex there for Sneaky Rob not to return the move back. So really good racecraft from Camden in the Ferrari. James getting 3-second time penalty, but JM and Xiaomi currently going wheel to wheel. Now going into the S section, who will concede here? Will it be JM or Xiaomi? None of them will be conceding. JM gets a 3-second time penalty, and Xiaomi goes through up into P5. So really good stuff for Xiaomi. Really making moves here and taking advantage of those medium tires before they ultimately start to wear out. Really good move from Xiaomi there. Now going down the field. James and Seabird still fighting though. And Jimbo and Vacant still behind as well, so hopefully he'll be able to bridge the gap to Jimbo and Vacant as James does get a really good exit there. As a little bit of contact there, Burke and Xiaomi. But Jay looks like he made the move back on Xiaomi on the main straight, but small amount of contact there between Burke and Xiaomi going into turn one there. So hopefully they'll keep it clean the rest of the race. Hopefully. Now going down again to these two, Seabird and James in the Aston Martin and Williams respectively. Going through the S section, looking to work together, I believe. Closest gap up to Alexis, which is 8.4 seconds at the moment. 8.5, so this gap is growing at the moment. With Seabird and James both on soft and hard tires, respectively. So, hopefully, they'll be able to close that gap to Alexis. That is separating the top 10, top 11 actually, top 8 to the bottom 10. It looks like Jimma decided to come in early on for another set of mediums. For actually no, he started on soft, so for fresh set of mediums, but Kendricks as well started on softs and decided to go onto the medium tires. Roughly 13 of our drivers currently have decided to pit. Only 5 have already made their pit stop. So hopefully we'll see some pit stops soon. James and Seabird still close together, both on a hard to mediums, but James looks like he's gone through up into P9 for the Williams. But still a close fight here, but for the final podium position here between Cam, Sneaky Rob, and JM. Will Sneaky Rob be able to overtake Cam? Looks like he decided to back off before making the move, not wanting to risk his tires there in Sector 2. But JM's also catching up relatively quickly and also keeping up with them. So hopefully they'll be able to increase their gap to JM. As that's really our only battle there. So Jahome and Burke behind, following Cam Dude, Sneaky Robs, and JM's battle at the moment for the final podium position. I mean, 1.7 seconds separating Xiaomi from JM, so realistically, if Xiaomi and Burke both work together, they could get catch up to this battle as Sneaky Rob making a move on Cam Dude for P3 at the moment. So yellow flag sector 1. Looks like Burke's lot uh got a little bit slowly there into turn 1 and 2. Down one position really already. Burke from P7 down to P8 already. Now he's gonna have to catch up to Alexis on those hard tires to really catch back up to Xiaomi. As Seabird having quickly made his pit stop actually. Finding Jimbo down for P16-17 as Alexis gets another time penalty. Really common theme with Alexis and penalties here at the Mercedes. Now going with HDR Diamonds, currently P15 in the McLaren. Not looking too good at the moment, but behind Husky. So if Diamonds can really catch up to Husky, then it's gonna be really good stuff for Diamonds. Oh, as looks like Edge dives into the pits again as he spins and locks the rears. As he goes down to P16. Will he be able to? Looks like not making any moves. Looks like he was supposed to pit on those 11 lap old soft tires, but it looks like he locked the rears on entry trying to brake. As Diamonds goes through, overtaking a Husky for P13. Good stuff for Diamonds. But still not enough for those points there. As Emery, one of our championship leader and our race leader, has decided to come into pit, as well as Sneaky Rob as well. Both have decided to come into pit for the hard tires. Now Dodolingo and JM both lead, as Dodolingo currently now leads the Mexican Grand Prix here at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez circuits. But JM and Camdo both now fighting. So if these two can calm down, really, and if Emmerich can, if Emmerich is gonna get held up by Alexis and Xiaomi, then that's gonna be really good. As Jumbo gets a 3-second time penalty, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 drivers with time penalties, at least a minimum 3 seconds. So good stuff. Actually, not good stuff. Well, Cam dude, and as Dolingo does come into pit his lap and hits the wall. And that is his front wing gone. And she only gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Where's penalties? So that's Xiaomi vacant. Actually, no, that's not vacant. Just purely Xiaomi getting a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And that is a VSC. So Dolingo is taking an unexpectedly longer stop than needed. At least he wasn't racing. When he hit the wall, as Dolingo does clip the curb there, losing another position to Sneaky Rob. Dodolingo down to P6 from P5, so Seagar really took advantage of Dodolingo's situation there. Xiaomi currently on the soft tires, and looks like he will have to make another stop. So yeah, everyone's really in their own their own rhythm at the moment. See who has not made their pit stop. Cam dude being the only driver who's still yet to stop at the moment. So when will Cam dude stop? That is the really question. So uh, hopefully Cam dude will stop at some point. probably will be stopping at some point. Husky currently last, but Dude are current leader with those 19 lap old medium tires. Currently at the moment, it's not made his pit stop. Actually, now making his pit stop. Will he hit the wall? Nearly losing the rears there, but does not get a penalty. Emery looks like he's achieved the undercut and gotten his race lead back. So good stuff from Emery, JM, and Xiaomi. Sneaky Rob as well. Will Dolingo get it? Yes, he will. Will Alexis be able to get him? Not quite. JM really close up to Xiaomi on Xiaomi's new set of soft tires. But Xiaomi will have to make another pit stop because those soft tires are not gonna last throughout the as Seabird gets another 3-second time penalty. Going through the field against Dodolingo. Close to Sneaky Raw. See this gap here. 1.4 seconds separating Dodolingo and Sneaky Rob. 1.3 actually. 2, so Dodolingo is really gaining here on Sneaky Rob. Xiaomi sets a new fastest lap of 19.299. Rounded up to 19.3. So really good lap time for Xiaomi taking the fastest lap. Who originally qualified P12. So if Xiaomi can really take advantage of Alexis. Alexis hitting the wall for some reason. His car there in frame. That is a VSC. Our second retiree there. And Alexis has left the session. And it looks like it is being moved up to a safety car. So it looks like that is that a safety car? Because I believe that is a safety car. I believe so. Yeah, pretty sure that is. Yeah, that is a safety car. I don't know why it says VSC, but it is a safety car. So officially our second retiree here of today's race as Emre coming in to look from what it looks like, put on another set of medium tires. No, soft tires. Oh, technically, yeah, it will be 10 laps left when safety car will come in. So hopefully. Apologies. As a lot of the drivers have decided to come into pit. A lot of them fitting soft tires, I believe. Sneaky Rob, as let's see, was decided to stay up. Sneaky Rob, Dodolingo, Kendricks, Edge. Yeah, that's it. Besides that, everyone's on. Actually, Edge decided to come in. More than half the field has decided to put on softer medium tires. So Emre, JM, Xiaomi, Burke, James, Seabird, Jimbo, Edge, Visensky, Enchilada, and a Husky have all decided to come in and pit for either the soft or the medium tire. So it's going to be a really close finish. Finally, it says safety car. So finally, the safety car. Finally, some action here. Hopefully, we'll be able to. Hopefully, the rest of the field will catch up. See this gap. There's a big. There's a really big gap. But really, you can give a lot of the drivers that are really behind a big opportunity to hopefully get into the points, such as Enchilada, Husky, Visensky, Edge. It's really going to give those drivers a really big advantage to hopefully get back into the points. So hopefully they'll get back into the points and hopefully get some points for their team as Diamond gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. As he's fitting another set of soft tires. And away the McLaren driver goes. As majority, everyone from the leader to the P11 is caught up as you can see P12. They're vacant in the distance there. Uh, Apologies if you hear that. But hopefully this can give Camden's actually in ours. I just realized that actually. So hopefully, uh, hopefully it's gonna give a lot of these drivers who originally started race in the lower half of the grid a good chance to get back into the points. Looks like we'll be restarting the race on the next lap at the end of lap 25. The only 3 people I see who would not finish in their current position is probably Cam Dude, Sneaky Rom, and Dolingo, as those 3 are still on the hard tires. So I highly doubt they're gonna stay in their current finishing position. Unless they will be able to keep up with the soft runners on the brand spanking new sets of soft tires, soft or medium tires. So hopefully, currently going through sector 2 as when will HDR Diamonds catch up? Cause Christ, are we really gonna need a code 60 here, just like at the Nordschleifer? Still going wide. That bro was bracking. It's crazy. Anyways, majority of the field, actually, yeah, the entire field is already caught up. Now, following Sneaky Rob, will safety car be in this lap? Yes, it is. So, currently, let's see when will Sneaky Rob let elect to go. Will he go on the exit of the stadium section, or will he go right before the finish line? Let's go and see as he decides to go right on the exit of the final corner. Gets a 7/10 advantage already, catching Dolingo off guard from what it looks like. And we're back to green flag racing here at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez here in Mexico City. As Emre making a move already on Dolingo. Going down the field as Kendrick's fighting Shahomie for P6 and 7. Same thing with Berke and James, both fighting P8 and 9. Seabird in the midst of that battle as well. Jimbo as well. Hopefully they'll be able to capitalize on some points there. into the final 10 laps of the Mexican Grand Prix here. Emre already overtaking Dodolingo on the main straight, most likely running a lower downforce setup. Right on board with Emre behind, who's currently behind Sneaky Rob. Will he send it up the inside before the safety section? Break at the 100-meter board. Emre looking for the move. Pushes Sneaky Rob a little bit out wide. Will he make the move successful around the outside? Will he make the move? Yes, he will. Really good racecraft from Emre to make the move work around the outside of the stadium section. So really good stuff. So P2, 3, and 4 all on hard tires. But JM and Kendricks both looking really well. Really set to overtake them. To overtake those three. But currently JM and Kendricks both currently fighting at the moment. For P6 and 7 still. And it looks like it's going to turn into a four-way battle as James, Burke, Kendricks, and Shahomie has decided to join this battle here for P6. JM looks like he's caught up to Cam Dude in the Ferrari. When will JM overtake? That is the real question here. Because you can't really overtake in Sector 2. Although it is possible, it's really hard to do as James sends it up the inside right before the S section. So really good move from, as there's a yellow flag as Seabird decided has went off there. Edgy up at the P11 though. See, it's going to see the rest of these positions here. As Emmer sets at 18.219. So good stuff for Emmer, our current championship leader, and race leader as well, as DRS is finally enabled here at the Mexican Grand Prix. In these final 6 laps or so. 8 laps actually. Unless I could be wrong, I don't know. As Cam gets a little bit of a slide there on the exit, coming out of turn 2. As Jam is closing up to Cam, really close behind there. Really, the really big question is, when will JM overtake? Because if they overtake, they really are gonna have to risk it here. If they are gonna want that podium, that P4 at the moment. JM still having a somewhat 3/10 separating them actually, to be precise. But Xiaomi really catching up to this battle for the podium, for the final 2 podium spots actually. As 7 laps to go here at the Mexican Grand Prix. Hopefully they'll be able to keep it clean and all of them make it to the end with only 2 retirees at the moment. Dodolingo gets a 3-second time penalty, so that would be really big impact on Dodolingo. So I don't know where that will put him, but it's put him down the order than he expects. Potentially out of the points. Actually, no, down in P6 or 7, I believe. So if they can, so currently Campdu's the one to really overtake here for the podium position. If Camdu can really keep JM under control behind, really manage JM's attack within these final couple of laps, then he's really going to be set throughout for these final couple of laps here. For some really crucial points here, actually. On Cam's debut, a potential first podium for Cam at the moment. as Dolingo does go ahead and move ahead of Sneaky Rob. But Camdu getting a little bit of a touch there from Xiaomi at the rear, but Xiaomi has gone through JM. So up into P5. So if Xiaomi can overtake Camdude, then that is an AlphaTauri podium here at the Mexican Grand Prix. Hopefully we'll see. Emery gets another 3-second time penalty. So that is officially 6 seconds. So we potentially might not see our currently on track P1 and 2 finishers on track, not even be on the podium. So a potential race win for Sneaky Rob here if he could keep it clean and not get any more penalties. If so, that would be really good for Sneaky Rob and some good points for Mercedes, as he is the sole Mercedes left here at the Mexican Grand Prix with 5 laps to go. Hopefully we'll see some clean racing within these final 5 laps or so. And Xiaomi hovering over JM's rear wing in hopes for a move. As Xiaomi, I just realized, does not have his front left and front wing, his front wing left side end plate. So already has a lower amount of downforce already. Xiaomi, so he might even make the move here. As long as Xiaomi is able to keep it within 3 seconds or so, depending how many penalties. Yeah, 3 seconds. So if Xiaomi is able to keep it within 3 seconds of Camdude, excuse me. If Xiaomi is able to keep it within 3 seconds of JM, then that is a P5 currently for Xiaomi at the moment. Already, but either way, this podium might completely be shaken up compared to our current on-track podium is. So, how many penalties? So currently, Emra has 6 seconds, so it's really only 9/10, 8 to 9/10, really, from the 6 seconds that Emre has to get to Dolingo. Yeah, that with that 3-second time penalty, it's really gonna send Dolingo out of the podium position. Only thing Emre needs to do is really increase that gap from himself to Dolingo behind to 6 seconds. Currently 7/10 away from that goal. 8/10 now away from that goal. 8 to 7/10 now. So he's really gonna have to get a lot of time here. If they manage to keep it clean, then and Xiaomi gets a 3-second time penalty. So let's go and see this interval. So already with Xiaomi send him back down 6 seconds to 13 seconds back. Send him down to P8 or 9, roughly around that range. James making a move on Xiaomi, sending it up the inside. Good stuff from James in the Williams. The singular Williams in the points really at the moment. As his teammate Husky currently down to P13. Stuck behind HDR Diamonds. So really good stuff. So really good stuff from James at the moment. As going down the field at the moment. nothing really to comment on at the moment besides this battle between Husky and Vucensky for P13 at the moment. As 2 laps to go here in the Mexican Grand Prix. As Emre currently leading 6.1 seconds, so at the moment he will retain his race win if he finishes in that position. As Sneaky Rob looking for the move there, so it's going to be a really big fight for these final podium positions. A really close fight if these two really go at it. Actually, if these four really go at it, then it's going to be really beneficial to those behind. And potentially it's going to allow those behind, such as James, Burke, Shahomi, Kendricks, even Edgy potentially, to get into this battle for the podium, for these final podium positions. And hopefully we'll see some stuff here. As Jesus Christ. Anyways, now looking through, Camden really, hopefully we get this low on ERS, as you can see there on the Ferrari wheel at the moment. So Sneaky Rob really trying to park it on the apex there to really keep Camden from overtaking, but really it's gonna really just come down to see if if Dolingo can really increase his gap between himself and Sneaky Rob, really. If he can increase that gap from himself to Sneaky Rob, then really good stuff from Dolingo, so hopefully. Now, going through the S section here. Canada really closing up to Sneaky Rob under braking, and you saw there. So Canada really does have the advantage when under braking, really closing that gap up under braking. Really get the DRS. Yes, he will. Right on board, but as he's losing out, JM making the move on Cam Dude. Dolan gets another 3 seconds. So that's going to send him out of the podium positions. So really Sneaky Rob, so it's going to be Sneaky Rob, potentially JM and Cam Dude all on the podium, but contact, Dodolingo and JM making contact. As Cam Dude wanting to go around the outside of Dodolingo, but not making the move successful. Now going through sector 2 with the final S section on the final lap. So really depends who's gonna come down to this section here, as Emre now into the final corner will win the Mexican Grand Prix. But who will be on the podium here? Seekeron finishing P2, JM P3, and Cam P4. So Sneaky Rob, Cam Dude, and Sneaky Rob and Cam Dude both finishing off the podium. Really well fought. Really well fought for really fought positions by those two drivers on the final lap. Really good stuff from the Mercedes and Ferrari driver. Props to Emre for winning the Mexican Grand Prix. And hopefully we'll And as I'm looking, I think Emery is Group 2 champion. There's some discussions in the Discord. Really close battle as Emery not on the podium for, I believe, a potential champion there. Currently, with the unofficial race finishing results at the moment, as I'm hoping to get confirmation that if Emirates are Group 2 champion, and I believe so. So officially, Emirates are Group 2 champion. So good stuff. Congratulations to Emre on his first Group 2 championship. Really good stuff. That's Emre, Sneaky Rob, and Camdude to finish off the podium. Really good race. Anyways, that is it for me. Hasta la vista, boys. Peace out.